Hello.
I am the luckiest man in Vegas.
Man or panda?
Panda.
Panda.
Honda.
Is anyone there?
Is anyone there?
No.
Hello, everyone. We're coming on live
Hi,
a little bit
Rachel.
earlier so you guys can watch this.
Hey.
We're just having a blast here.
Well, right now, because of all the walking and shopping and fun stuff we've been doing, we deserved a mask treatment and a spa little
a
moment.
spa day,
So-
and Steve needed his spa day.
His is a panda.
You know.
This is the
How
grossest.
appropriate. Yes, what's Craig saying?
He said, I'm almost asleep.
Well, wake up, Craig, because we just started, buddy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
bitch.
We're
I
just.
look like I'm melting, like the
Right.
Wizard of Oz.
Hi, Jordan.
Jordan.
I can't see that far. Y'all gonna have to say.
Yeah, right. We're
I think
gonna have
Lacey has the eyes for
I
it.
have
mean, I
the
can't-
eyesight for it, yeah.
No, actually, we're sitting in our room, and we have had a really good time. Really good time.
The strip is out, like
you can
right,
see
right behind
the
us.
Luxor
So
behind us there in the pyramid.
Maybe.
we did that just for y'all.
Semi.
But in the daylight, you can really see the nice mountain range, and it's beautiful.
It's
isn't
beautiful.
It?
It's this. I've never been here, and this is a different, better than I expected place.
Beautiful.
I never thought I'd
architecture.
go to Vegas. I didn't really care if I went, and this has been so much fun.
It has.
And we'll talk about stuff we've done today, but before we do that, I need to say something to Lacey specifically.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
I'm gonna need you to get some balls.
Okay.
And
I don't know.
I need some balls. Steve's like, wait,
Get
hold
some
on,
balls,
Jo-
Lacey.
Jordan, are you
what? Some
listening?
balls.
I love Jordan.
Greg's awake now. Now, Lacey, I've told you this before that you needed some balls.
Okay. Some.
So
Oh,
I-
stress balls.
So I
right?
brought you some.
Oh.
Oh yes. These are my stress balls that I have
Oh my
used
gosh.
during. I don't think I started using them till Lost. I didn't use them in Game of Thrones. I think I used them in Lost, and then
I'm
maybe
gonna need
the
some
end
stress
of Game of
balls,
Thrones because I was
because I'm
rolling one
always
ahead.
like,
These are them.
oh.
And I wrote on them for her. This one says, "Squeeze as needed,"
Squeeze as needed.
and then "Love, Michelle."
Oh.
Aw, thank you.
And those are for you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
You're welcome. You can have my balls.
Look,
don't-
you guys.
I don't
got
need them anymore.
I got an autographed stress ball from American Mom.
Now don't be putting that on eBay and trying to
No,
get
no,
$5,000 or anything because I'll be offended.
I was thinking more like 25,000.
Oh my gosh, of course. Well, wait a minute. Give me those back. Okay, I had to get that out
I
of the
will
way.
say this.
Now, hear me out.
Michelle. Now hear me out.
I
Michelle
love when he
was-
does that.
Michelle
Sorry.
was down at Caesars. She played $4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time gambling.
First time, and she goes, "Where do I play?" She's looking around.
Steve's
the
having to
machine
show her how to like.
I wanted to
Yeah.
pull. I wanted to do the
and
that one. I
That's
didn't
all she
want to.
wanted to do.
I said I want to pull the thing.
Guess what? First pull, $12, and she goes, "That's it. I'm done."
I'm
Cash-
done. Yep.
I cashed out.
It
I
was-
made $8.
Yeah.
And I was like, I put it in my pocket, and he was like, "Okay, you ready to go?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go."
She goes,
That's
"Where?"
all. That's all.
I
we
had
needed
4,
to
now
do,
I got
yeah.
12.
It was fun. It was fun.
That was just one of the things
How
that
much
we
is
did.
Steve's shirt? How much was your shirt?
cheap.
Yeah, I think it was only like $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back is really
Yeah. Let's see if I can. Let me know if I.
just twist a little bit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. It says City of Sin.
It has a.
City of Sin, Casino and Lounge, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Poker in the rear. I get
Here.
it.
Poker in
There you
the
go.
rear.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah. Now how
Now
you gonna
twerk.
get out of that
Now give us a
situation?
little twerk.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thank you, Elle.
Hey,
Hey,
Elle.
Elle. We
Elle's
talked.
staying up late tonight.
Hey, Elle. They wanted to see
We got
us.
We got our face mask on.
We're getting pretty.
Jordan said Steve is gonna twerk. Yep.
I could have.
We are at the
Are
MGM
you,
Grand.
well, it won't stick to your beard, will it? I'm making
No.
sure it's not going to fall off because that looks adorable.
I feel like,
The clown from It?
well, no, I kind of feel like
Yeah, fix him, Lacey.
Omega.
You feel like Omega?
Who?
No, then we'd
Or-
have to like take this part off, like
Who's
the
that?
bottom
What?
part.
Who's Omega? What are we talking about?
No, Beta.
Beta.
That's what.
I feel like
Oh,
Beta. I'm
that's
sorry,
what he
Beta.
meant. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't look anything like
Yeah,
that.
if I just cut
No, that
that.
wasn't it. Anyway. He looks like the clown from It. Lacey was trying not to laugh, George. She was like,
I was like, don't move my face.
we have to leave this on for 20 minutes.
That's it.
Leave her
That's it.
balls alone.
Don't you touch my balls.
They're hers. Okay, so let's talk about what we did today while this is marinating because then we have some more stuff we need to talk about with the
Yes.
owl.
Yes.
Yeah, so stay tuned to that because we got a bunch of information.
And we're excited.
Yeah.
Okay, we were gonna plan a pool day today.
Yep.
But
Oh,
what
yes.
happened when we went downstairs? What happened?
We
were
went
all
downstairs
ready.
fully in our bathing suits, our
Sun
towels,
hat.
our sun hats, and they're like, "Oh, we're at capacity because, of course, they're not letting in as many people due to COVID-19.
Only 100 at the pool were allowed.
Yeah.
And we were like,
And we're
there's
like,
a waiting list.
There's a waiting list, and we're like, okay, put us on the waiting list.
Yeah.
They were to text us when there became an opening, so we went and ate, and then no, actually, first we went to the Hunger Games exhibition.
So go into that because I didn't think it was going to be as good as
When
it
it
was.
started off, it was
ended up
like
being
It was a little because you have to pay
Yeah.
to do
a
it.
little so like it wouldn't have been worth it at first, but then when we got to the end, it was actually really fun because they had us shooting bow and arrows and like
And
training us
you
how
had
to
targets.
do it. You had targets. I mean, you guys probably saw at least some of it.
At the end of that video was more of that
Oh, yeah.
part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
So it was a
It was
lot.
fun.
I forgot you were videoing that.
At
so if y'all
first, it
saw
was
that
like
video.
stationary targets, and then there was like 3 levels, and then
Then he was like, "Okay, recruits, you're no longer recruits.
This-
now this is for real." And we
this
were
is
like,
this is
What
not a
was-
test.
"What's he talking about? Are we shooting each other?" Like,
Yeah, I'm like, what? But yeah, that part was really fun.
What were you doing, Lacey? Because I was
Oh, my
I was trying to hit some targets, but what were you doing?
I was stealing
Well, I
all
was
of our
trying-
targets.
If they're flashing on the
They're
on the
they're
screen,
like, and then they're like moving around.
and
you
I'm
have
trying to
you have
get my
hit
little
'em.
thing ready, and she knows that it's taking me a little bit longer, and she's like, "Poof," and then I'm like,
She'd
"Well,
be like
let me get another one."
getting ready to hit this target, and I'd get it right before, and she'd have to pick a new target. At
I
the
was
last
starting
minute.
to get pissed.
I'm like,
She was like, "Oh, I had an 80% accuracy
I had
rate."
80%
And I said, "I don't."
accurately. I don't want to brag or anything. And Michelle's like, shut up.
Yeah, I was like, "I don't want to hear it. Shut up." But other than that, it was fun.
I got injured.
Hey, y'all.
I got injured.
Well, it was your fault. Look,
Yes.
show them.
Steve got a war injury.
Right
here.
about, not so much
It's a burn.
here or here,
Hey,
but
Diva.
right about there.
Hey, Diva.
Diva, how you doing?
Anderson says, I love your reactions of the 100. Greetings from Brazil.
We all love that.
Yes. Thank you.
We love the
Thank
100.
you.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I just played them. I previewed it first. Trust me. I played them just a couple minutes of Eliza and Bob Morley speaking in their regular Australian accents. They had no idea that they're not
Not a
American,
clue.
and they were like, "How do they do that?" And I was like, because I forgot to like tell them, and I thought it's not really a spoiler because most actors are either English or Australian or something,
Yeah,
and
I
they
didn't
speak
know.
better than we do.
I did not know that they
But
were
we did that.
Australian.
So we
Yeah.
love the 100, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes, we do.
But how did you get your injury?
Well, I was shooting things.
But you weren't holding the bow properly.
Well, I
You
got
were supposed to hold it in between your fingers, and you held it right there.
Well, it was the
And
one
then-
shot. I was trying to hurry because the time was running out.
Exactly.
And yes, it's
We all have our excuses. Lacey's mine.
it's
Yours is you didn't have it in the right spot.
Hunger Games injury.
It was a Hunger Games injury, and then we went to eat.
Yes.
And
Where'd we eat? Y'all got hamburgers, and I got Nathan's
Yeah,
hot
I
dog.
can't remember what it was called.
Johnny
Johnny
Rockets.
Rockets.
Johnny Rockets.
And
I
for
got
lunch.
Nathan's hot dog.
yes,
Yep. And after that, we were like just kind of hanging around because we're like, well, it's been about 2 hours.
We're waiting on this pool text
We were
to come
waiting
through
for
any
so
second.
long, and then finally we're like, okay, let's go back to the room. We'll get dressed and go, like, you know, exploring for a while.
Yeah.
And we literally never got a text.
We
never got a text.
You still hadn't gotten it, have you?
No.
We still
They
haven't
don't
gotten
care
a
about
text.
us.
I'd still be
We're like,
waiting.
I know.
We just don't get to go to the pool to this
Now,
day.
the one thing that
Sorry.
they said they could get us right in the door was if I paid $1,200.
Oh yeah, and
For
rent-
a cabana, and
For today.
we're like,
right.
$1,200.
With food and drink service, but not a lot. Not like all you can eat. And
No,
all
it
you
was
can
like
drink
$150.
That's just a big no.
That
That's
That was a big no.
That was a big-
no.
you know better than to try and rip us off.
Yeah.
Because we know better than
And
that.
for a day,
But yeah, we
like if
didn't
I'm
get to
paying
go.
$1,200, I want a week
It's
at
for
the pool.
the whole week, and
Yeah.
we need a bracelet.
Yes, and I
And-
want air conditioning in that cabana because it's 110
We
frickin'
better have
degrees.
like a personal
Massage.
a massage
Yeah.
therapist. I mean, we better have like the
To
works.
somebody to relotion us at any point
Yes,
in time because.
yes.
That's
I
where
mean-
$1,200 would be righteously
But
spent.
that's another reason why we don't have any sun.
Yeah, we
Because
did not get to go to the pool
we
today,
didn't get
which
to do it.
is fine because we ended up doing a lot of other stuff.
A
we
lot of
went,
fun stuff, neat stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Oh,
And-
I got a lot
and-
of
we
video
got some
that
tons
I'll
of
put on my
pictures.
channel of inside, like
Caesar's
it
Palace.
looks like Italy and stuff. And
Yes.
Yeah, we
I'm
went
gonna
to
put that
Caesar's
on my
Palace. We went to
thing.
the Miracle Mile shops
Yes.
at Planet Hollywood.
yes.
We just explored and wandered around a little bit.
Yeah, you can do really cheap, and disagree or agree with me, there's a lot of things you can actually do here for very cheap. I mean, if you go and just window shop
Well,
and go
tonight
see,
was free other than our dinner.
yeah.
And we were just taking videos and like fun pictures by the fountain. And
Yeah, we were just taking. Yeah,
Lacey and I took some fun pictures, and then
Yep.
Steve, like,
he was acting like he was falling.
he was acting
into
like
the
he was falling
fountain,
into the
yeah.
fountain. So I took advantage of that moment, and I went like I was gonna push him in, and Lacey got that picture, so that was funny.
I thought that was
and
a
I
fun
thought if he really
picture.
falls in, this is gonna be bad.
That would have been epic.
Because I was
Yes.
like, I know
Yes.
he's doing that on
Steve
purpose.
falling into the Garden of the Gods.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the Garden of God.
Garden
Yeah,
of
it was
Gods.
the Greek gods. It was pretty
It was
cool.
beautiful.
And
Look at
of
us.
course, Jenna's walking around like, I'm starving. Like,
Yes.
I'm like, okay, the
Well,
next
it's her
place we'll
birthday, and she
see-
thinks it's all about her. And we were like, we're gonna feed you, okay?
Like, don't worry.
Oh, and
and
feed she did.
She's
we
glaring
went
at
to,
me.
We went to this place called Trevi
Yeah.
Italian restaurant
Something like
in
that.
Caesar's Palace, and it was really good.
They sat us
liked-
immediately.
It was so filling.
Oh my
So
god.
the
Oh my
the
gosh.
setting of this place is right by the Garden of the Gods. So the picture that you're going to get to see is actually the Garden of the Gods, and Trevi's right by of it. It kind of
They
backs
have
right
like
up to
patio.
we were
the
pretty.
patio. It
Our
was right-
table was pretty close to the waterfall, the water.
I mean, yeah, the water.
And just listening to it and
Yeah,
eating, it
it
was
was
like we were at the beach or
soothing.
something.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was fun.
and very relaxing.
Yeah.
Very.
Sophie, Jordan, get Steve to twerk for me. I gotta go.
Oh,
yeah.
we're all doing it. You just can't see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all doing it.
Look at Jenna. Jenna and I are sharing the living room together. I'm in the fold-out bed, and she's on the couch.
Yeah.
She's like, "Thanks, person, for coming and taking my bed." But
Yeah, when Michelle got here, she was like, Jenna was sleeping, and then all of a sudden she wakes up and she's like, "What is happening?" Like,
I'm like,
she was so
"Hello."
confused. It was
Well, you-
great.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, see, we're sitting in our room. Michelle's here, Lacey, Jenna, and all of a sudden we hear a knock at. Well, no, not a knock, but a click at the door, and a guy walks in with his dog.
No, the dog walks
The dog
in
walked in
first,
first.
and we're like,
It's
"What
a French,
the hell is happening?"
French bulldog, really adorable.
And
Yeah.
I'm like,
But
a
it was
dog
scary.
just walked in, and then there's a guy with a leash walk in, and we're like,
And his girlfriend's behind him, and we're like,
and he's like,
Come here.
We're here to party.
and our room was double booked.
"Yep." And it's a
I'm
good
like-
thing that we were here because we were getting ready to leave.
Yeah,
And if they would have, I mean, for his key to work and like
that's kind of scary.
their key works, That shouldn't have happened. And
Yeah.
it was kind of getting late.
Right.
And that would have been weird.
That
If they would
would've
have come
been-
in because the front desk messed it all up.
It would have been
They sorted
even
it out,
weirder
but-
if we would not have been in here and they would have just
And all our
walked in and
stuff's
all of our
everywhere?
stuff is everywhere.
Oh.
And they'd have been like, pretty sure somebody's staying here.
And then just walked out, hopefully. But then the front desk would have been confused because they didn't realize.
Right.
Whatever. But anyway.
But no harm, no foul.
No.
They were good. They were
Yeah,
nice.
they were
And
nice. I mean, he
Yeah.
didn't really walk all the way
He goes,
in anymore.
"Can
He
we
just
use the
he
phone?"
froze.
And I
Yeah,
said-
he asked to use the phone so he could call down
That's
and say, somebody's booked in this room. And then all of a sudden he says, no, they're sitting in the
Who
room
just
right
somebody
now.
said, "Hey, hey."
Hey.
I saw a heart emojis and it said, "Hey," and I don't know who it was.
So
We
yeah,
we walked around a lot yesterday. I mean, you guys probably seen the live stream that we put up yesterday of like the Bellagio fountain show and all that.
it was
We
cool.
walked around
That
for a
was
long
cool.
time, so our legs are like pretty darn sore today.
Well, how many steps you have your thing on? You,
I had
how
my,
many steps
yeah, I had
did
my
you
step
walk?
yesterday. It was like 11 or 12,000 steps, like just here in Vegas. So it was like a lot. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, today I'm like, my legs are. Why are my
Tingling
legs
and
so
hurting
sore?
and-
They're
yeah.
just, I mean, not real bad, but like enough to where you can feel it, you know?
Constant walking, and
Yeah.
there's some hills, and then there's you gotta
Yeah.
dodge traffic, and then it's like
There's no
there's
easy
ramps, and
to
then
and
there's
from.
there's
Yeah.
steps or an escalator, but yeah, you have to walk around somewhere when the building's like right here, but you gotta go that way to get to it.
It's almost as
Did
if
you
they.
walk-
walk to
walking.
Illinois and back up? It felt like it. I can tell you that much.
I still
What's
haven't
that?
been to Illinois.
Did
I
you
haven't
walk
been
to
invited.
Illinois and back? Like,
Oh.
is that how far you walked? Because yeah,
It was a lot.
I was
It
like,
a lot.
oh my
They
gosh,
didn't
like
hear me. Jenna heard me. What'd I say, Jenna?
She said she didn't get invited.
Yeah, I said I haven't been to Illinois. I haven't been invited.
Oh, it's always open. Illinois.
I know.
We shut that state down so everybody can go there.
We shut that shit down.
We
We
shut
shut
that
that shit down.
down.
No exceptions.
Yep, no exceptions.
Rest in peace, Glenn. We're sorry.
But speaking of masks, we actually came to kind of talk about how everything is kind of going here, because there's people.
Oh
that-
yes, we've heard. We
well,
have heard.
should we see how our globe is looking
Yeah, let's
first?
see how
Yes.
our
Because
glow.
I wanna see how this has worked, because I know that our face masks work, but I want to see how this works.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
So,
reveal.
Steve, peel off.
Oh my gosh.
And you don't wipe any of the excess off.
You don't.
You rub
Yeah,
it
you can
into
rub
your
it in.
skin.
You rub it- really?
Yeah,
Yep.
just like
Rub
the
it
rest
into your
in.
skin, because whatever's on these, you'd swear it was like you just got waxed.
Yeah, he's like,
and
oh.
and it hurts.
Okay, I think it's him.
Okay.
Woo! Wow! Everybody's going, put yours back on. Ah, it's like when
Here we
Alpha,
are.
it's like when Alpha took off her mask and you were like,
You're like,
"Oh,
no,
put it back on,
on.
Put it back on." Oh, this is cold. It was cold when I first put it on, but now it's cold again. This is nice.
Yeah, and it feels like
Oh my!
it feels good. Yeah.
So rest assured, I want to tell you,
Okay.
when we got here, we was very, we didn't understand what was kind of going on as far as COVID-19 and how they're dealing with it. But I would say, what?
What are you laughing at
What's
over
wrong
there?
with her?
I don't know. She's over here.
Jen is off
giggling.
screen
Do I have
again.
something on my ear or something? What?
You said we was.
That's why you're
Okay.
laughing hysterically.
She's taking me to English class now.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
I don't have anything to say to that, but anyway, I didn't hear it.
No, we've heard
But that's
that.
funny.
We have heard in some of our live streams that we put up yesterday that there was some controversy about
Yeah.
us being in Vegas during a pandemic and why are we here, and
Hey.
we also heard that when me and Michelle hugged, when I got surprised with her presence, that
Lacey had just gotten dressed. 'cause
that
we
was
were going
not
to dinner.
that was not social distancing,
Distancing.
and we
Yeah.
should not be hugging. And I'm like,
I
I'm,
took-
I'm sitting here thinking like, are you afraid I'm gonna give her COVID or she's gonna give me COVID?
We're good.
We're good. We
I've
don't
been,
have.
I've been
yeah,
cleared.
We're
I
good.
don't have it.
We're in our room. We're not in public. Like
Mm-mm.
we're fine.
And when
Yeah.
Steve came down to the lobby to get me and help, he carried my bag up and he was like, "This is gonna be great. We're gonna," and we took our masks off once we got off the elevator. You have to leave your mask on in the
the
hotel.
entire time,
Yes.
and it
That
has
people
to
will
be.
look at you and they'll be like, Like if it's below your
Oh,
nose,
they
they go.
They have mask
Put your
police
mask up, please.
here,
It's like,
basically. Like, if
sorry, it
your
just
mask
fell.
is even like right here,
Even
they're
if
like,
it falls,
put it up.
it's like, okay, sorry.
Or you don't
There's-
belong in this place.
They're
Yeah.
strict.
They've
strict.
been really strict about it,
Which is
and
up, you know.
social distancing has been great, like everywhere we go. So rest assured, everybody, that we're good.
It's
Everything's
good.
good.
as much as you think Vegas is party hard and going crazy.
Well, it's
I
known
mean,
as Sin City, and you just think, oh, well, there's drunks and the casino and just crazy people everywhere.
on point about the masks, though, and the
These
social
young kids that
distancing.
have those masks on and like nobody's business.
I would agree, and I'll tell you what. See, watching them actually be respectful. I think maybe I rubbed elbows, and that's just
like
because at
one
times,
time, yeah.
like we were talking about earlier. I
But
said,
people
did
were
you?
staying apart.
Yes,
There
everybody-
was no. It was fine. I honestly, they're stricter here, and there's a lot of just people wearing
At least since
security
we've
outfits.
been here, they've been like
They-
on point.
They shut it down. Like
I
just-
literally
that's
had my
it.
mask right here at one point, and they
And
were
they
like,
stopped you.
yeah, they were like, "Ma'am, put your mask up," and I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry."
Yeah.
like
Lacey was the first to
immediately.
get in trouble.
She was.
It was great. It's freaking great.
I'm not
I was like,
surprised.
You told her.
And yeah, it's been they've been really good about it. We've been really good, the social distancing and the masks, and I'm not worried about it. And if I'm not worried about it, that's a good sign.
I think so too. I think
Yeah.
we're being very responsible.
Yes.
I know that y'all
yes.
planned this trip like a month or a little bit
more.
more than that
Yeah.
ago.
Yep.
We were hoping things would be better.
Elle said no explanation needed.
Well, Elle,
Well,
sometimes
Well, we just wanted to address the controversy of the fact that we are in Vegas during a pandemic, and I'm like,
it was so irresponsible
Now-
to plan this trip, and
During
then
this time.
and then Michelle comes in with no mask, and then they're hugging.
I
and it's
thought
like,
that was a little bit.
you have your
like,
daughter with you, and I mean, like, what? It's
the vaccine
we were like,
stuff, a
"What's
lot of
going
people
on?"
doesn't really see. But honestly, we tried to show a little bit, as we were going around and whatnot. People were doing really well about keeping their masks on,
I
staying
didn't
away.
see, and I don't think I've seen anybody since we've been here without a mask on.
no.
Not a single person.
The crackhead.
The crackhead
He
was
was
at
escort-
LAX. Oh, that
No,
crackhead.
outside the Caesar's Palace.
There was a crackhead
And the
outside of
police were
Caesar's
the
all-
Palace.
police on the bicycles
And this
chased
guy-
him down.
I don't know if he was a crackhead. I'm thinking he was more like a meth head because he was
And
really.
homeless. He was dirty, and he was
Kept
like
smiling at
He
me.
kept,
He kept
staring
smiling
at us like.
Jenna.
Oh, was
he
it
was-
Jenna?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
It
kind of
was-
staring at Jenna and
Yeah,
like smiling,
I
and so I started looking at him and I was like,
I thought, just come on over here because But
"Excuse
anyway,
me? What?"
yeah.
Well, I
Well,
would have.
yeah,
I
look,
didn't know. I
no,
didn't see that.
I just thought of this. This is the closest that we've sat. Like I'm touching your arm. This is
Yeah.
the closest we've actually sat this whole
It
time
is,
together.
It is, yeah.
Because we've always
Other
been.
than when we were at the
Yeah.
table, I think at Trevi we were pretty.
That was about.
That was
yeah.
like
Close.
this, like at the in a
It
round
was- yeah, it
table,
was
but
like a
like
smaller
we're actually
table.
like. This is the closest we've been. That just hit me. I was like, I don't know. It just bothers me when other people get involved and take it upon themselves to say, "Oh, well, you should know better," and I thought that you would know better than that. And listen, I did my own face
And-
mask rant.
And even
And I shouldn't
before we came here, like we were quarantined in our house, so it's like we know that we don't have.
I've
it.
been
We're
stuck at
good.
home.
So like,
Yeah.
it's
And
like
then
if you don't know what you're talking about,
just don't mention
Yeah,
it. You don't
yeah.
know. You
We-
don't know. I haven't been anywhere either except for when I did that rant and I wanted to, go get some shopping for this trip. I was
for this trip,
I was wanting
yep,
to,
we
wanting to
did the
get some
same
new
thing.
pajamas.
We did the same
But
thing.
and people were like, "Well, I'm glad that you're just so worried about like getting a new wardrobe when there's thousands of people dying from COVID." And I thought, that's not even what my video was about. I was talking about how hot it was and it's a pain, but I had to go out, so I was going to wear it. You don't have to like it. You're only kidding yourself if you say you like wearing the mask all the time.
Oh, I hate wearing that mask all the time.
It's annoying, and that's
Yeah,
all I was
yeah.
saying. And then I wore it in the store the whole time. The
Yeah.
fitting rooms were closed. I didn't understand why, because why can't they just sanitize the clothes right there when I say, here, I tried this on and it didn't fit, as opposed to me buying it and then returning it later and then they disinfect it.
So are we not? So then are
But
we?
anyway, people were like,
Are we
oh,
not supposed to leave the house at all?
that's my point.
Even if
I
not
finally
wearing
leave
a
the
mask,
house,
or
and
even
then
when wearing a mask.
Well,
I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, and people were like, oh, well, you didn't get a new wardrobe, and I'm like,
Fog
oh, come
glasses,
on.
lives matter. Oh yeah, trust me. Oh
Fogged glasses.
I do.
yeah.
I do want to share this.
Speaking the truth, right there.
Is
He looks right at me.
no.
Now hear me out.
Hear me
Now
out.
hear me out. Now hear
Lacey,
me out.
say it. Lacey.
How did I know he was gonna say that?
Okay.
I'm going to tell you,
That's what they
and
do.
we talked about this quite a bit. And actually, I know that Michelle and Lacey often don't go out very much,
No.
I'm
and
a
they
homebody.
don't. And
Me too.
we talked about this extensively.
I know.
And there's a point in your life where you have to get away. It's
Yep.
almost a psychology. How have you
I
felt
know.
since you've been here? It feels
Great. Yeah.
Well,
get away.
It's
in a new
it's
setting.
great company. It's a great new city. The weather's a little bit too hot,
Oh, it's hot.
but getting out, it does feel good
It
it
does.
does.
because I've gotten dressed. I've put my makeup
I've
on.
gotten dressed.
Seriously, like I will just stay in, stuff during the day, because if I'm editing something or if I'm trying to I don't have to put makeup on and do my reactions anymore. I'm not doing that. I'll just start doing the vlogging, like I said. But I liked getting dressed. I liked us picking out,
Picking out.
getting
oh, yeah.
out and being like, where are we going today? So I know
What are
like
we
what
doing?
to wear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I get it, and I do need to get out of my house more. My husband goes to work. My 2 other kids are grown. They're off doing their thing, and I'm at home with the dog, and I just stay there.
There's only so
Yep.
much you can handle watching at the 4 walls around you.
I know.
Regardless,
You go crazy.
And there's nothing
yeah.
on TV during the day. I don't like TV during the day. So there's Netflix, but then
I can speak for Lacey. I can count seriously since this whole thing started on 2 hands how many times she's been outside, other than our workout videos in the garage.
Other than in our
That-
own
does
yard.
that really count?
Yeah, that
I
doesn't
relate to
count.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I mean, like in the store or going someplace in particular, but yeah, like it's.
I've gone to the grocery
very rarely
store
been out.
and
Drink time.
okay.
Do you know what you can do? Right there.
Yeah, I've been to the
Glass.
grocery store, and then like I went
Oh
to
Jesus.
Target. Oh, I had to go to Harris Teeter, or to the pharmacy section, and that's a grocery store in North Carolina. And I had to pick up some prescriptions, and I wore my mask there, and then I went straight back home, because they didn't deliver my prescriptions, or I would have
Right.
said, "Will you deliver them?" I wouldn't have gone out to get them, but I looked like crap because I just put my mask on and my hair was.
It was fun.
I was
it was
like, I'm here
it
for
was
my
a,
dance.
because we booked ahead, the flights were very cheap, very cheap. So there's many websites you can go on. I recommend if you need that break, there's cheap ways to do this. There, to get away.
And it's not super packed here either, like crazy.
Well, and the one taxi driver said that even more businesses are gonna
Shut down.
have to shut down, and
Come Monday.
hotels
yeah.
come Monday.
As a matter
Yeah.
of fact,
It's,
behind us,
they're just trying to be more safe. But like even half of Vegas isn't open. The Strip.
Yeah,
I
he said
said
not even half.
I said
Yeah.
50% is not really up and going, and he said, "Oh no, it's less than that." And I thought,
yeah,
like the shows and stuff, like there's a lot of stuff we just couldn't do because they've closed it. It's not available right now.
Yeah.
like
There's all the
Tropicana
Cirque du Soleil
right behind us
stuff
is
and
closed.
Tropicana's closed.
The
Yeah.
OEM or whatever. Right
I mean, we found the
here
fun stuff to
is-
do, but it's not poppin' Vegas like we
Like
were
it
used to
usually
before
is.
March.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that.
Yeah,
So-
it's been really, it's been really safe compared to some places you go in and not everybody's even wearing masks. Like,
Right.
no,
Somebody
you
said no,
have to
yeah.
wear a mask here. Like, it will not let you in the building, period, if you're not wearing a mask. So it's pretty safe. So don't worry, you guys. We're good.
And we're just being honest with our experience. We're not saying that every experience is the same,
Right.
but what we saw, we talked about, we were very impressed with how all the
How
hotels,
controlled it is.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. You would think just these 20-year-olds at
Would not
plus
take it as seriously.
would not.
Yeah.
They'd be like wearing it on their chin or just like.
Yep.
But everybody is just wearing it properly.
Now there were times when I was outside and nobody was around
That
I'd put
to
it
get
down
fresh-
to get
yeah.
a little bit of fresh
And
air.
of course, when we ate, when you eat
When
and
you
drink,
eat,
you
yeah.
can totally take off the mask and put it on the table or whatever. But when you're done and the drinks and food's off
Yep.
the table, they'll come around and say,
Yep.
it's like, oh yeah, got it.
And I've been to like
I mean, they didn't say
Starbucks
it
like
to us,
18 times since I've been here.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of Starbucks, yes. Mostly because Jenna's like, let's go to Starbucks.
Wired.
Yeah.
Well, it's just right downstairs. Hello.
Ricardo says, in any case, I think you guys are at least dealing with it better than some people would. I didn't get that last part, but yeah.
We're
Yeah,
trying.
I think we are.
I think we're being cautious and we're being safe and
Yeah.
I don't think this is any different than if we were
if
in
you
our, in our
instead
home
of
state or
canceling
whatever.
But I
you
do
know.
want to
instead of canceling this vacation and your daughter's birthday thing and everything, I mean, you can't stop living life. They put things in motion here in
For a
Vegas, and we're
reason.
following
Yeah.
those
Yep.
directions. So just don't be like negative on
We're
any of
doing-
our
Chill out.
channels.
We're doing
Chill out,
what
yo.
I think
We love you,
I think
so
we're-
love us.
I think we're doing what they have told us to do, and then some. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's,
Hi, Ivy.
I think it's under control. I mean, or they would have shut it down and we wouldn't have come. If they would have
If they're-
said
yeah, exactly.
it's really not safe to
We're
go,
following the.
we would have said okay.
oh yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
As a matter of fact, we had a plan. We weren't even sure about the whole COVID thing, but Elle, back months ago when this first came about,
Yeah.
she was going to fly up, and we talked about that last night. She was supposed to
Yeah.
fly up and visit
Yeah.
us, and because she's had, medical procedures that probably wouldn't be best, we all made the decision to cancel that because we didn't know a lot of the
Well,
details
at
surrounding.
that time,
In
it
March,
was,
Craig
everything
says.
was very
March,
new.
yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
was very new, and we didn't know a whole lot about Corona, and all that.
Well, we were scared for her. We were scared for us. We were scared.
That's
In
when
general.
everybody still was like, "What's going on? Is this going to get better? Is this going to go away? Is this going to snowball?"
Yeah.
And it snowballed, and then it started dying down, and then it started picking up again. So, well, it just in certain areas, like in North Carolina, in my state, we're still pretty high on the hot spot list, if you want to say. They've in Charlotte, in the county that my one daughter teaches in, and that a lot of the kids go to. It's the biggest county in Charlotte. They've gone to Plan C. Thank you, Governor. And so that's no school. They're totally doing everything online.
Oh.
And if it were me, I wasn't motivated in school. So I would check in and be like, hey, I'm here. And then I'd be gone. And then I'd come back in toward the end of the class
Right.
and say, okay, what's the assignment? Like, I would totally take
Oh, and
advantage of it and not learn
And happy
anything.
birthday, Ivy.
Happy birthday, Ivy.
Happy birthday. I just want to tell you, we've talked actually off camera about a lot of you that show up to these and in our Zoom and we just want to tell you we love you very much. We talked about several of you in detail. It's so much fun that we finally got together and we
Yes.
finally it was beautiful.
I know.
It's like we've been there, done that, but
I wasn't
was-
even here an hour, and Steve goes, "Is it me, or is this just natural? What's going on here?" And I was like,
Yeah, it was
It
very
was.
natural.
"Because we've
like,
talked on the video, we've talked like that on this before, and we've done a
yeah,
thing after, like
but it's
Game
like
of Thrones.
old friends. Yeah,
Totally,
like
it's
you
been
know,
fun.
and you guys out there,
Natural,
you
yeah.
just know when certain people gel
Mhm.
yeah.
or whatever. But
Click.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
said about a year ago or more.
Yeah,
I said I'm going to meet you.
I know, and
She's like, maybe someday.
I was like,
literally,
yeah,
we
that's
did.
possible. Like, yeah, sure. And then I get an email however long ago, and he was like, "Do Are you free? Like, first you said the dates, and I thought,
Oh my
well,
God, no.
yes, I just sit at home. No. Yes, I'm free.
I couldn't believe it.
And it just worked out. And he was like, I can get you a
Oh,
flight.
I couldn't
And was
believe it
just like,
either.
what?
I was like,
Well,
I was
you
like,
weren't, yeah, you weren't
what
supposed to
is
believe it.
happening right now? How did this happen?
And then he was like, this is going to be a surprise for Lacey. And at the time I thought, I hope it's a good surprise. I didn't
And it
know.
was. It was.
I
It's
think
been.
so. She and I've been getting along really good.
But you know,
and I want to visit them in Illinois, and I want them to come to North Carolina. And there's things that, and we, you know,
And we
want to
wanna
still
go to
get
Houston.
together. We need to go to Houston.
We all want to go to Houston.
And then Craig, we need to get Craig around, and we need to get all you guys together.
Yes.
You know, if
Yep.
if all this can ever get better, maybe we'll have a Dual Reacts Vegas party. I don't know, but you know, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's if
That'd
you
be
that's
cool.
if you win the lottery though. Steve,
You said
remember?
Come on,
No,
that would
said-
be so cool.
You
said-
totally said if you won the lottery. That's true. I remember, Lacey.
Jordan,
fun
thank
would that be,
you.
though?
Well, it'd be
Jordan
fun.
says
Yeah.
twerk
You can't-
for us.
You don't want to see that, Jordan. You do not want to see that.
This video will be shut down immediately.
They're like, oh, this is inappropriate for our small children.
Yeah.
Ears.
They'll be
COVID
like,
19, more people had a heart attack watching me twerk.
I didn't see who just asked if we ever go up to Chicago. We were just in Chicago on Friday.
they're 100 miles from Chicago.
Yeah.
We
I
live
just found that out.
We live
Barely an
very,
inconvenience to be there.
barely an inconvenience.
I'd love
Literally,
to go to Chicago.
We
hit
were
the
just in
highway,
there
we're
on
there.
Friday.
It's-
Yeah. Well, technically Thursday we were there. We went to Navy Pier. We went to Lake Michigan. We went wandering around Miracle Mile for
'Cause
a
Friday,
while.
y'all
Because
came
on
here.
Friday morning we flew out of O'Hare. So yeah, we were in Chicago on Thursday. Yeah. I live in the burbs of Chicago.
In the burbs.
Chicago.
It's
Lacey says Chicago. She said
Chicago.
something, and I said Chicago, and so then she tries to talk Southern, and Steve was laughing at her. And he
She
was like,
did.
"You sound like Michelle," and
She
I was
did
like, "What
today.
did
Yeah,
I
I
say?"
can't even remember what I said, but I said something.
we were ordering a coffee, or
coffee.
were you getting your?
Well, I
You were
was
get- you got
getting
a
ready to go
smoothie.
get a smoothie, but I can't remember what I said.
We
but
were
he was
standing
like, you
there to
sounded
get
like
coffee.
I thought you were Michelle when you just said that. And
She
I'm like,
drug out some
and
words, and
I drug out
it
some
did sound
words.
And then I made her
Southern, and then I
repeat
was
it.
like, "Excuse you,
Jordan, Steve, come on, pretty please for
just
me.
freaking do it."
Oh,
You stand up and you bend your knees real fast and just put that butt in the air
I just.
Just
They're,
hurry
they're,
up.
they all want
and wave
to
it like you
twerk.
just don't care. Go,
Oh
we're
my-
giving you room.
There's just
Go
that-
ahead,
They've
Steve.
already seen the girl. Turn around.
I think you should have Lacey.
no, that's inappropriate.
That's inappropriate. You
Jordan asked
do
for
it.
you to do
Dear
it.
Lord Jordan, all
He
right.
gave you money
Let's
to do
see.
it,
Let's see.
which
I-
is
Don't you dare, Jenna.
keep your clothes on.
If my pants fall down, it's over.
What?
Go. I don't know.
It's
There you
no,
go.
it's up and down.
it's up and
Move your
down.
knees.
Move your knees.
That's the bad part of my body.
Well, that's too bad. Whoa.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go. That'll
That's
do.
enough. Jordan.
That'll do.
Jordan.
You
that's
did
enough.
not do that, Jenna.
Jack said, "What did I just walk into?"
It's
You walked in on Steve twerking because Jordan was begging
Jordan
him.
paid $3 for it.
Yes.
So
He-
he's a pretty
yes.
cheap.
Jordan was like, "I will
entertainment
pay you to
person.
twerk."
You're pretty cheap, you know that?
I know.
You just did that for $3. I'd
I've
be
done-
embarrassed
You
if
know
I
what?
were you.
I've done worse.
They say the content we deserve, the twerking.
The
yes.
twerking. Twerking
Oh my
Steve.
God.
we last
was
night
funny.
we were up
Yes.
until late.
A little bit after 2. Well, by the time we thought to even look at a clock, it was 2-something in the morning. And we were like, we've got to go to bed.
We're like, oh shit, it is late.
and
But it's like the time
flew.
passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
From
were
one topic
talking
to
and
another.
talking and talking.
Yes. It was just.
we did decide that this morning after last night we solved all the world's problems.
Oh yeah, that Michelle is
I officially
going to run for POTUS.
am nominating
Jordan, so worth the money. Thank you.
American Mom.
Thanks, Jordan.
For President of the United States. Lacey will be the Vice President.
She will be my vice president.
Yes.
What were you in charge of?
I got
again?
fired.
That's true.
You
I
got
got
fired, but then we're going to
Wait.
hire you as our driver.
Yeah, you could be the chauffeur because. Thank you,
She wants me to get my eyes fixed.
Craig. He
But-
needs LASIK.
He
She's
needs
going to give me a
LASIK.
LASIK.
I
It's
said,
part of- it's
I
part-
said it's so worth it, just because he won't do contacts, I guess, or glasses. So I said, I
He
had
won't do
LASIK 2 years
contacts.
ago, and it burns for like a little bit. He goes, oh no, oh, and I said, oh my gosh.
Movie Man said, I
What did I-
nominate
what-
Steve's
hey,
booty
I had a
for
really
president.
good slogan for you, too.
You've
I
got to
don't
be
know
mean
what
at
the
me.
hell it was.
Well, good.
You said it was
So
like
anyway.
make this thing great again or something like that.
Oh,
It was something like that.
it was great again, but what was the beginning part? Oh, I forgot about that.
Make stuff and things great again. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
It was good, though.
Make American Mom great again.
I said she has the good, honest, just
I'll be straight with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if I say
yeah.
if I don't think I can do something, I'm not gonna promise
Hell
it.
no.
If
Maybe not.
I think I can pull it off,
You'll say,
give me a
I
shot.
will try.
I will try.
I will try.
And
I
I
will
will-
take it. She and I will take it to the top. Well,
Yeah.
wait. I am the top. We are the top.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey,
mean.
honest people.
You gotta take it to Congress.
All I want to do is drive the goddamn
Steve
beast.
2020 making twerking great again.
I'm gonna.
We
I-
need
you know
some
what?
security detail. We need.
Yes.
Oh, Craig was doing what? The logistics
He was logistics
He-
and statistics.
and statistics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a brand new
Craig, that's
program.
his new job.
Brand new.
We need something to do.
We have openings in this
Yes.
candidacy. Oh yeah, he was going to be the campaign manager.
I think
too.
I would like to nominate L for the defense.
L,
Security-
scroll up
the
to my
defensive
donation.
what?
We're on.
the national defense.
No.
L, I'm on my
Exactly.
iPad. I
What's
can't
the fire
scroll
vehicle?
up. I
Exactly.
can't. If it goes away, I can't see it right now. So just, I'll try and look for it. Just keep it, posted again. I'll look for it.
So anyway, I got a funny story. I do want to share this. Craig, anyway, when we were
Craig,
flying,
are you still awake? Oh, there he is.
if
She
Craig-
asked how Michelle's family was from the storm.
Oh,
Okay.
I have not heard from my family about any power outages or anything like that. We are 3.5 hours from the coast, so I don't think Charlotte was badly hit or anything like that, as far as I know. Because I haven't heard. You know what? I haven't even
I think
asked.
you would have heard.
But I think
if
I
it
would have
was-
heard because
yeah.
I've been in contact with my daughter today
Well, if the power's
and then
out,
my husband.
you might not get a hold of it.
If the cell phone towers are down.
I
and
haven't
the
talked to my
power's
family,
out.
so they're fine.
You know what?
Wait,
You-
where are they?
You may have to stay in this room a while.
100%.
They're in a
Jack.
boat floating
Oh,
up the
shit.
shore.
Do we have
I
anyone
don't
in
know.
Vegas
I think they're fine.
Michelle can stay with until she gets her presidency in order?
Yeah.
And finds her family.
Yeah,
I
finds
think
her
they're
family.
okay.
Oh no.
I hope.
My husband told me not long ago when we got back here,
Yeah.
because, it's 3 hours later on the East Coast. So
Right.
he was like, good night, baby. We were sitting down to go to dinner, actually. And he was like, good night, baby. I'm going to bed. Love you. So I think he would have said something
You
like,
said earlier
Pretty
good
sure
night.
my
he would've
gosh.
been like,
he
Yeah.
went to bed by 10. Yeah,
Anthony, thank you.
Anthony.
Have you renewed your vows yet? No.
No.
I think we're going to do that in the morning.
And
I'm
I'm
getting
going to
nervous.
video it. I'm going to
getting
record
nervous.
it.
He's getting nervous.
Do you think she'll say
What
no?
if she says no?
Well, I've been talking.
That
We've,
would
we've,
blow.
I
we've
married
talked
your
about
ass
it, and I
once.
just.
I don't intend to do it again, sir.
She
I am
said I love
not-
you,
I
and
am
if it changes, she'll let you know.
I will let you know, but
only if you change your name to Stu. Lacey and the Stew.
Lacey and Stew.
That sounds like a
yes.
cartoon.
It does, yeah.
Anyway.
And
Anthony, how you doing,
Craig
bud?
said, "Now's your chance to get out, Lacey."
The joke will be on him, and he'll be like, I believe y'all have come together to part ways. And Lacey will be like,
What
Like,
started in
yes.
Vegas is gonna
It's
end
now
in
gonna
done.
end
Vegas.
in Vegas.
it's
yes.
done. Steve will be like,
Jordan
wait,
said,
what?
"Blink twice if you need out." That's
If you need out.
Oh,
You guys already know I blink a lot, so you can't do the blinking
Oh,
thing
yeah.
with
Jordan
me.
is not
Morse
really
code
that
through
far
the-
from
The
us
Morse
either.
code, you know,
Oh, really?
like
He's not, yeah.
Do the Morse code. Yeah, help me, please.
help me.
What?
These
What?
two are funny together. Everywhere we go, they're holding hands. I don't know why Jenna and I didn't hold hands. That would have been the
Yeah,
obvious
right?
thing to do, Jenna.
Yeah, you guys should.
We were just third wheels,
swinging
but
your arms
whatever.
back and forth.
But it was
like,
real cute.
Anthony says, "Run,
Run,
Lacey,
Lacey."
run." Exactly. Yeah. Like I did it once.
Y'all, they
Good
say
times,
they
good
say
times.
tomorrow is the day, and we'll keep you updated if that happens
Yeah,
or not.
yeah, well, yeah.
You were supposed to check on the chapel. You were supposed to call and make.
Yeah,
see-
he was supposed to
you do
call,
that?
and I don't
No.
think
Forgot.
he
Oh,
did.
see?
No, I wanted to drive there to
You didn't need to drive
see,
though.
I'm
We
a
both said you
face-to-face
need.
guy.
Me and Michelle are both like, all you have to do
Is
is
call.
call when we get back to the hotel. And
You know
he's
how
like,
much
let's
luck I've had
drive
calling.
there. I'm like, and
He was
pay
gonna
a
take a
cab
taxi.
to
Yeah.
drive there to find out if they're open in
If
the
they're
morning.
open and if
When
they
you can call.
I kind of wanted you guys to see.
we'll
Oh,
see it tomorrow.
oh shit!
What?
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 I haven't seen Fremont or that.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, Steve's pissed.
You know what? I actually remembered that when you wanted to go visit the chapel,
going tonight.
and I
I'm
did.
just letting
No,
you know.
you're not.
Yes.
We're,
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm not bringing it up because my feet were hurting. and I was
feet-
ready to
Oh,
go
yeah,
I
I'm
feel
like,
good
I
now.
do not
No.
want to
Oh,
go
yeah.
wandering
You calm
around
down.
again tonight. Like,
Steve's going solo.
Steve's like, all right, ladies.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Steve.
Have a good time. Hope you're there for the renewing of the vows.
Yeah, just go straight from Fremont to the chapel, and we'll see it. We'll meet you there in the morning.
Yeah, we saw the zip line over the link.
Excuse me.
So
I
I went
would-
through the link, the little complex
Was
there.
were they running it? Because I would totally do that.
Oh, that was
You
that was
said you
another
wouldn't.
funny moment we had from Steve, where we're walking down the sidewalk at the link, and we get a blast of cool air, and Steve just looks up all like in
serious,
wonder,
in serious. He was
and
being serious.
he was like, how did they do that?
The way he said it,
It was like he was a kid in like awe of something.
obviously we just walked
And
through a puff of
me and
air.
Michelle
and
just looked at
we
each
were like,
other
"What do you
and started
mean?
laughing.
How did they do that? What are you talking about?
I'm still in awe.
Oh, because
He's like,
It went
How
from
did they do
114
that?
degrees to
have you never
76. It was
walked
a great
through
thing.
a cold spot and but it totally freaked you out. It was
he
like
was like in wonderment.
Well, I still don't get why you guys think that's funny because
It's
you
the
guys
way
are
you
It
dying.
was
said
the
it.
way, yeah, it was the way
because
you
it's
said
almost
it, 'cause
like
you
a
were
child
like,
would
yeah.
say, "Where'd that come from, mommy?" Like it was almost like you were like, "How did that happen? Where'd that come?" from? And we were
But
like,
seriously, I'm still in awe. Where the hell and how the hell did that happen?
I'm getting
we
silly
did not
'cause it's
sled
late.
down the Luxor.
Oh.
As you see in the back, ooh, you can actually see it a little better now. I think
Can
it's
you?
because it's maybe getting a little
Hold
darker.
on, I'm gonna try
outside.
one thing and I'll turn it back on if it's bad. But
"What do you want to do?"
I'm doing this.
Oh, you're
Oh,
turning that.
I could have reached it. Slide it all the way up.
Let me see. Hold on.
I don't think that helped at all. I still see it
Yeah, you
basically
can.
the same.
So right about there, you see where that's the Luxor, and that's a line coming down. And over here, there's a line coming down.
Here's another line going down.
And it's
It's a
blue.
triangle,
It's
you guys.
blue, little.
It's a triangle.
Ladies and gentlemen, look, he's like, I don't have to put up with this.
Here, blue lighting. Blue
Yeah, see,
lighting.
I can see it the same whether
It's
the
the
lights
same.
on or off. Yeah.
I
And
didn't.
you
right.
turned the lights off and we couldn't read the comments. Now they're just going
Chris
away.
says, I can see it.
Oh.
I see the line.
Do I need to turn it back up
No.
a little more? Or is it
No,
good?
you're fine.
Just leave
you're
it, yeah.
fine.
It's like he has two women
Luann,
constantly
thank
telling him
you,
what
and
to
hi
do.
right back at ya.
Hey, who?
Hey, Lynn.
Luann,
Oh,
I think.
Luann.
I think Luan.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'll be honest with you. We've already decided we will do more things because you know what?
Tell them, yeah.
We're
you-
like best friends
you-
already,
I
right?
know.
It's fun.
And we live too far apart.
But
Why
you
am
know
I
what?
on the
But you know
why
what?
is
It was
so far
nothing. A
away?
couple hours of travel time didn't put us together.
That's true.
That's true.
And
And kind of not last minute, but like
Yeah, how long did you guys have this plan? I don't think you guys even told me.
Not terribly long.
No, we did
A
not
week?
have much time.
Wait,
A
I
week?
remember you saying
Yes.
I know something you
I
don't
did
know.
say
Okay,
Lacey.
it was right before
so
that.
It was then. Okay.
That's when he already
Steve
got my
kept saying,
ticket and stuff.
I have a surprise for you.
I specifically said to him,
Yes,
don't
she does.
say a word to Lacey. This is going to be a surprise. Oh,
I'm
I
really
won't say
bad.
a word. This
I'm
is
really
going to be epic. And then
I was nervous as
Craig
shit.
said,
Craig, it was right after
Um,
his flight was okay. Yeah.
Lacey's
okay.
asking questions about what her surprise is. I said, he is not. And I thought, I
was sitting here
specifically
thinking, like,
said,
Steve knows I'm good at guessing things, right? I'm
y'all know how
really
she is
good
with
at
TV
guessing
shows.
things, so I'm like surprised he even brought it up at all. But
I'm
it's good. It's a good thing because I was expecting because I knew we were renewing our vows, so I'm like, I
She
bet
thought
the
it-
surprise
yeah.
is a new ring. I didn't even
Uh-oh.
guess anything about somebody coming. You know what I mean?
Are you going to the jewelers tonight? Is that where you're
Oh.
Detective Lacey, exactly. And I was sitting here like I was asking him questions, like, is it a
I'll tell you
material
something else.
item involved? Like, yeah, I was asking all kinds of questions, and he would be like, maybe, I don't know. And I'm
I mean,
like,
to say anything at all, like,
why?
just
Yeah, why do that? You're just like,
Why?
and then like every 10 minutes he'd be like, yeah, so
You just wait.
you just wait. You're gonna be surprised, and I'm like,
All I wanted her
quit.
was to be like, Steve, tell me, just please tell you what.
And I didn't do that.
And then if
She
she
didn't
would
do
have
that.
do that. I was like,
would have
no.
guessed it right, you would have been
Oh,
upset.
I'd have been up shit's creek.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have.
And it
He
would've
would
ruined
have.
it
He
for
would have
me
like smiled
and
or
you.
something, and I'd have been like, "That's it." Yeah.
I am not a good.
But it
yeah.
worked out. So, but just if you have a secret, don't tell Steve.
Yeah,
He's not good with secrets.
don't tell me nothing.
Although you did manage to keep this one, but
Sorta.
I kind of
You gave
stopped
up.
I
You gave up
stopped
asking.
counting
Really.
because I had it. I thought I had it figured out
Right.
in my head, but I didn't. So
Oh, these things are just disappearing. The questions. Hey, y'all.
I know they don't last very
That's
long,
how the
you
word
guys.
Vegas.
I'm sorry. They kind of like pop up and they're up for like 5 seconds.
Yes, material girl.
girl.
A
Yep.
material. That's Vogue, but anyway.
Come on. Vogue.
Underrated show.
What-
Exactly.
What
What
it
is
what
that?
was?
It just said underrated show. Who wrote? Somebody wrote underrated show. I think we are an underrated
We-
show.
That's what he was talking about. Us.
So it's not a duo. They're duo, but when it's us, it's a trio.
Yeah,
yes.
Trio, not reacts. It needs to be
It
something
needs
different.
to be like trio.
I like-
watches.
I
don't know.
I like.
trio goofs off.
I had this in my head.
the three.
Oh, yeah,
the
you
Three
had something to say.
Musketeers.
Or the Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges. Yeah.
I'm Curly. Or
You're
or I'm
How did they used
or
to
I'm
say
Mo.
Prince in the formerly artist known as or
the
Prince.
artist formerly known as Prince.
Prince,
So
yeah.
you would say
It was a
the
little.
reactor formerly known as American Mom. I don't know. I don't
Is
know what
what?
he's talking about.
What are you
no,
doing?
I was putting some together slick and it went really
Oh.
bad.
And he
It
was trying to be slick,
Yeah, I'm
and it didn't happen.
formerly
Like-
American Mom that finished that sentence is now
Jewelry-
what?
Jewelry. Well,
Now
Michelle or or
I'm a has-been.
I
Oh,
didn't think.
give me my balls
I
back.
didn't have good. I didn't have. I got
Michelle
a
is
good
playing
little
with
thing.
I
my
want them
balls.
back.
You got some here. Let me get that off you.
Margot
You-
said American Trio.
American. Yeah.
Well, that's true.
React Trio. Yeah,
React
you
Trio.
guys, you
Y'all
guys
come
come
up
up
with
with
a
them
name.
for us.
Y'all
There you
need to
go.
do a poll in the community tab for when
For
we get
when
together.
we're
Together.
Give them your
Well,
idea.
Oh
about
yes, yeah.
the three of us can sync up.
So we gelled
Thanks.
so much and had so much fun. We're gonna do some work together
Yeah.
because we have a way
from
to
North
do it.
Carolina and from Illinois using our computers. Yes.
Yep.
Social
Technology.
distancing, even though we don't need to.
Well, we're gonna do.
Are you gonna wear your mask when we see each other on the screen? I think
I'm
we
gonna
should.
say, you
Oh,
know,
the panda.
this
You're gonna
is
send me
too
panda mask?
close.
No, the regular mask over the panda mask.
That would be funny.
Anyway, sorry, finish your
Okay.
idea.
Let me.
Oh no, we were talking. I really want to do some shows. We just enjoyed each other so much. We talked about so many cool things last night. I don't even know where to begin. Like I said, we solved all the world's problems.
We really did. And if y'all would just listen to us, which is why he wanted to nominate me as president. And
Yeah.
Lacey, I was just being more vocal than she was. I talk
Well,
more than most people. So she was like, fine, I'll be vice president. She's probably thinking whatever.
well, Lacey likes being vice president, and
Yeah, you
and
can
then
be the face of the organization.
you start
right?
the roller coaster,
And I'm
and
good
Lacey will
at.
take
I
over.
can do like the
You know what I
behind
mean?
the
What-
scenes, like
She'll do
work,
the real work
right?
because
Yeah,
I need to
Because we
like.
all know the vice president, probably does more work than the. I mean, I don't know. To
Oh,
be honest.
probably.
I don't know.
Michelle
but
has
I'm
that
assuming.
sweet like.
As long as my
She's got that voice that it's
Yeah.
easy to listen to.
Oh yeah, it's
Like-
just great.
Yes.
It's
And in the
so
video-
soothing.
She's like totally.
Like
Everybody
whatever.
loves listening to me.
It is really soothing.
And I think I'm a hell of a good driver.
You're a great driver, Steve.
I went from Secretary of Defense to driver.
Mhm.
And
You
twerker.
were literally
twerker.
Secretary of Defense for like 3 seconds, Steve. You can't put that on your resume.
And you've been fired. That was remember.
That's bullshit.
But we're gonna pick like a movie because we're not.
What happened?
I don't know.
It's like we're not gonna. You would think that we've been drinking and we haven't.
We haven't, I
Not a
promise.
drop.
This is
I
water,
promise.
and it's the
I've got
later
some pop
it
here.
gets at night. That's not pop. That is
It's
Coke.
pop.
Good gosh,
Good
y'all
God.
help me.
Good God.
I get silly when I start getting tired.
And me
I
too.
laugh
Me
and then
too.
I get silly. My mom's the same way, and then we both can't stop, and it's like you stop laughing, so I'll stop laughing. It's the best.
And Jenna's the same way back here on the
She's-
couch. You
she
can't see
ignores
her,
me
but
now. It's
The thing
okay.
She
about it
ignores
is,
everybody.
You get us three together, and we start talking, we start laughing, we have fun.
We have fun. So
Yeah.
we want to
So-
react to a
Yeah.
movie, not a TV series, is what I was trying to say. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, 'cause
And who
We
knows?
just want it to
something that
be.
takes that much of a commitment might be a little bit much.
but
if
we'll
it's
start with the movie
a
that's an
movie
hour and a
here
half
and
long.
there, right?
And
Yeah.
so, yeah. No
And
pressure.
we'll be
no
on.
fun,
It'll be
fun.
like a split
Yeah.
screen, and then the movie y'all can sing. Y'all can like pull it up
Tony,
on
you're
Netflix
absolutely
or
right.
something.
If we get some liquor in him, he will be twerking it up all
Dear
night.
God, I'll tell
We
you
were
what, guys. You
Steve,
do
we were
not wanna
supposed
see
to.
me
We were
hammered. I have a
supposed to
good
get
time.
liquor yesterday. Remember
Yes,
you
you
said
were.
you said let's get some liquor and we can have like rum and coke, and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be good. And
Fremont Steve.
so
stole
you.
one. Me and you hit it all night. I don't
No,
even
I'm
care.
getting sleepy. I don't want any now.
They have Red Bull.
I don't want to stay
Everybody.
up.
Jordan
to
said
drink.
he's going to make it his thing that he's going to donate every stream just to have you twerk.
Yes.
bitch.
Yes, bitch.
Now I got to work on
L,
my
it's
moves.
pop. I'm sorry.
L. Yes. Thank you.
It is pop.
L is.
It's pop.
She's on our. She's in our.
Yes,
She's
she
in our
is.
she's in our club,
She's
but
in
she's
our
wrong.
presidency.
She's wrong that it's soda.
No, the president has the final say, and it is Coke. So we're
Movie
gonna
Man
need
said,
to be
you done
quiet
started something now, Steve, with your twerk.
because you're so good at it,
I don't know.
and you were right up close.
Oh, you were right up close, and your
You
little
can watch
your
that
booty was
back.
like.
You can watch that back because you were like hitting the table a little bit.
So we had a little bump action too.
Yeah.
You had a little.
And
bit
the
of, like,
girl in the
Yeah.
back of your shirt, she was going up and down. It was amazing.
The shirt's
The
way
shirt
better
added.
than
The shirt added to the experience.
He had to have that
I
shirt.
had to have it.
The lady went into the back of the store to get his size, and because he was like all about it, and I was like,
He wanted
Calm
this
down.
shirt.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm like, really, Steve? You like that shirt, do you?
The only thing I do, I'm a Bears fan, but I still have to get my Vegas Raiders shirt.
Oh yeah, you did say I want to get a Las Vegas Raiders.
well, it ain't gonna be at Fremont, so
Oh, it will.
take his key card.
There's
away
not
from
going to
him
be any
anyways.
stores open right now.
Yeah,
Fremont
Jeez.
Street is open.
Hi Kirby.
Hi,
the main
Kirby.
strip isn't open.
We talked about you last
Hey!
night.
We were
Today.
talking. We talk about how
We
much
talk-
we love you, Kirby.
Yeah.
We did. We were talking about a lot of the people that we see twice a week now
Yep.
on
Mhm.
Zoom when y'all do the Walking Dead
Yep.
reactions, and I feel like I'm I'm leaving my house whenever, because I'm seeing a bunch of people at one time,
Yeah.
and I enjoy it. And Steve's like, no, you need to leave your house. And I'm like, I know, but you know what I mean. Like I'm seeing a bunch of people other than my dog.
It's our social time.
That's my
It is.
social time.
Yes, it's our
And
social
we
life.
mentioned Diva
Yep.
and Kirby
We were talking
and
about
Jordan.
you, Diva, and how much we love you.
But we're gonna
and
do
Jack
something.
and
We're
Elle
gonna do
and-
something a little
yeah,
different next
Nicole.
time. We were talking about so everybody we can because we want to socialize. We enjoy so. Am I right?
We
or
want
wrong?
everybody to
We
do
love
it.
it.
And I enjoy it.
As much as you may want to get to know us as friends, we want to know you as friends.
Yeah.
That's it. That's-
Jordan, you know I love you, Jordan.
What
And
did he
I
say?
brought
Oh,
Jordan
yeah.
up and I was like, I love Jordan.
I would hang with
He's
Jordan every day. Of the,
awesome.
yes.
He's a sweet guy.
Absolutely,
He
yes.
really is.
And Elle said, don't you be getting no Raider shit, Steve.
Oh, I just want to get it because it's
Because it's new.
Yeah.
It's a new thing.
Oh, Elle, you're gonna. The stadium is gorgeous. Is just
Oh, already
Wow.
watched El Camino and just finished editing it, Craig said.
yes, bitch.
Yes,
Yes,
bitch! Get to work, Craig.
His ass needs to be here.
He's going to have a list
love
full of
him.
things for me to do when I get home.
I called Craig a couple times from here because I just wanted to see. I love Craig. Craig's my buddy.
We've been having a really good time, but it was supposed to be the four of us.
We had a deep talk about Craig too.
yeah.
Like
And we
good,
love
in a
Craig.
good.
And he was going to come, and then just some last minute shit. He was like, I can't
Yeah.
go. I can't. I was gonna. He was gonna come, and
absolutely-
he couldn't come.
I felt so
And
bad.
it was.
But I absolutely
it was
love it.
bad.
You know that.
Yeah.
Absolutely do.
And the four, I mean, it's sort of incomplete, but this is still good too. I mean,
Yeah.
it worked out,
But you know what? He
but
would.
we'll get together.
We'll
with
get-
it.
The
we'll
one thing
get
about
him.
Craig,
Yeah.
Craig would probably sit here and be like, "Quit talking about me." But the one thing about Craig is he's not built in a way that would be like, damn it, you know, or he wanted you to be here. He, you know, even though he could, there is
Yeah.
not that.
I think I heard
As
from
he
Craig
says,
first.
"Brr."
I think Craig notified me, and then he was like, because you had brought it up, and I think both of us go to Craig as the
Yeah.
in between
He's
person.
always the in between.
Because I never
yeah.
know when y'all are filming or if you're busy editing or just trying to catch a nap. And so I'll be like, hey, Craig, do you know if they happen to want such and such? And he'll be like, he either knows the answer or he'll be like, let me get back to you. And I think he did that with when you were like asking about the trip. So
Well, we were
I
talking
found
about.
out about it from Craig, and then I got your email for the details, and then for him not to be able to come when he was like
Oh, that-
in on
yeah.
the beginning of it, and Lacey knew about Craig coming, but I was going to be the surprise, and then it just fell apart like 2 days before.
Anyway, we
Yeah.
probably had a
We
good,
miss you,
good
Craig.
deep conversation about you, Craig, about how much we love you and how much good you do for this channel
Yeah.
and as a friend. Period.
Yeah, just
That-
period.
that's-
Yeah.
So it's not ever gone unseen.
It is
Ever.
appreciated, and he helps me out too because I bother him almost every day with a question. And you know he would think, because honestly, if it were to be my channel, I would know, okay, I want to switch this up or I want to do this. When you're doing it for somebody else, he would know, or he would say, well, we've thought about that, or so I run everything through him first.
Oh yeah, because
great.
And then he
I-
won't even have to ask you.
Yeah, because I'm just blunt with Craig, like, because he
Brother? Bother?
he does.
Oh
the
yeah,
saw
I do
edits.
bother you, Craig. You know I do. I bother other.
Yeah, because Craig does the
I
saw
do.
edits, so I'll just be blunt with him. Like, no, I think you need to cut out a little bit more. I think you need to do this, or I think you need to do that. I see how you made that thumbnail there, Craig. I think you need to do this bigger and this smaller and this, and he's like, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so picky, Craig, and he's like, no, this will just
If
make
it's
it
the way
better
you
in
want
the
it,
future.
then
yeah.
Welcome to
And
my
that's
life,
what-
Craig.
And that's what I want to make sure. I want to make sure, like, hey, what
Touchdown
about
Bears.
this? Do you think Lacey would mind or like this or something? And he'd be like, let me run it past her, and then he'll get back to me. And then, or he'll be like, they're filming right now, or and so he's just, yes, I bother you. He put bother ? You know what I mean. I feel like I do because
Yeah, but
I should know what
every
I
single
do
one
know
of
what
you,
to do, but
we talk about. I mean,
We had the
I
longest
said-
conversation last night about just all of our
And today.
regulars
And
in
today.
The Zoom meetings. And
Yeah.
today,
called
yeah.
L today. We were thinking, like I said, we were just thinking about Sue.
oh
Hope,
yeah,
hey,
so we hope you're
if
feeling
you're
better.
listening, I don't know if you're even
I don't
here.
know if Sue's here.
She might watch this later. I don't know if she's on
Sue,
here now.
get better, and God
Diva,
love
we
you.
were talking about
yes,
you
we did.
and how we
Love
just
you.
love your facial expressions in the Zoom meetings sometimes. We're like, oh, I love you, Diva.
She has the coolest backgrounds. She's
She
always
has the best
changing them.
backgrounds.
And she'll
yes.
sit there like this. She's like, Diva fits her perfectly. She sits there until
She's
she
a
has something to
diva,
say,
yes.
and then it's on. She knows what she's going to say about The Walking Dead or The 100. Well, not in front of y'all. Y'all have gotten off before, and we've talked about The 100.
Katie too.
That's
everyone.
true.
And
Yeah.
with Wendy, and and we enjoy
More
that.
Steve
Blair.
Booty.
What?
No, please
Still
don't.
talking about Steve
Please.
Jorkin.
Please don't.
I
That's
got
enough.
that ass. I got
Let me
that
see
ass.
that thong.
Bye.
Oh my god.
I got to go. Okay, bye.
We were saying that earlier.
Oh, you
what
think
were we
you're gonna get
saying
away?
that about? Oh,
Anything, I don't
yeah. Okay,
know.
so we come up last night from our walk from like Bellagio and all
Everywhere.
that. We walk upstairs and we get on our floor, and there's this guy and this
Oh,
girl,
shit. Yes. Go, yeah.
and
Yeah.
the guy is standing like kind of arguing with the girl who's like sitting on this bench, and she's
yeah.
her head is down and she looks like kind of buzzed but also like kind of like
Confused.
confused, yeah.
Yeah.
And he
She was like, and he was standing over her.
he was standing over her yelling at her like,
cussing
if,
and yelling at
if
her.
you want to go home with him, you just fucking go home with him, like going off on this poor girl.
And we didn't know to.
And she was just
What's
sitting
to
there
do?
looking at the ground, like not saying anything. And you
He
could
got
tell she
louder
was drunk. And then
As we got closer, and
We
Lacey
got-
was like, he
Oh, I
wanted
was
us to hear him, and I was like, I
this
know.
close to being like, I have a
Demeaning.
child with me. Like, could you?
You stop yelling, and do you need help?
Yeah,
we
like,
said that.
do you need
Yeah.
help? Yeah, because this
You
guy.
can't, and because they're obviously staying in this hotel, you can't. You have to have your card to like get
Use
the elevator to work,
Yeah.
the door, anything. So they obviously, one of them has a key here, and they're here. So it was like.
I just got the
Once we
the
got in
vibe.
our room, we all
was
went.
just a
Should we have said something? Should we have gotten involved? And then Steve was
We did.
like, "I didn't like that." And then we were like, "Well, maybe she was out of it. Maybe she said something to him, or
Yeah, and
cheated
we're like,
on
we
him,
don't
and
know. We don't know the
just kept
story.
talking about it, and then
But we just felt
I
like
don't-
I got this vibe from this dude that he was not
an asshole.
a very good.
He was an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, pure and simple.
I
He
mean,
was
sitting
trying
there
to be a
like
controlling
standing over
jerk.
and like, yeah, like
And
you're supposed to be on vacation with
number
your
one,
girlfriend and
if they're
boyfriend.
having
and
an
like,
issue or whatever, when people are passing, you probably shouldn't demean
Go to
her.
your
you
Go to
maybe-
your
maybe
room
shut
or
up
lower your
and-
voice.
Yeah.
Or stop.
Don't
Yeah,
get
or
louder
whatever.
and more mean.
Because I'm telling you, I was
Diva,
telling
we
you
always love
this
hearing your
happened-
stories
if this
about
happened
celebrities. Always
back
love it.
in several years ago, like old timers, I'm talking, they would have stopped and kicked his ass.
Other people would have gotten involved
Yeah.
and been
You don't
pushed
treat-
him out of the way
yeah.
and been like,
They're
Where
like,
do
honey,
you need
do you
to be?
need some
Do
help?
you
Do
need
you
help?
need me
Yeah.
to
That's
call
true.
somebody
Well,
for
and we
you?
even
we
talked
said
about
that.
Yeah.
Because
She
Steve and
said,
I are
Lacey's
around the
like,
same age.
you come with me, and
Yep.
But
you know,
nowadays, you don't know if somebody's going to whip out a knife or a gun or you don't know what to do. Even though we were in the hotel and there's probably, I don't think he had a weapon.
I just
but
felt
you
like
don't know
I
what
don't know the
somebody's gonna
story,
do.
so I don't want to get involved
Yeah.
in somebody else's drama.
Yeah.
Unless it was like blatantly, like I felt like she was in danger or something.
If we had
If I
seen
got
him strike
yes,
her,
Oh,
yes.
that would have been a different
Or,
story.
like,
But
even,
we
like,
walked in the middle.
aggressive.
social
you know.
distancing might have stopped.
Yeah,
Stopped.
temporarily.
There would have been a fist to a face at some point. Not
or
me.
a foot to up
Foot.
his
Yes.
up his.
yeah.
Yep.
And he would
Woo-woo.
have to have that
You shouldn't have,
surgically
yeah.
removed.
So we taught you.
But
You always
anyway,
think about it
I
after.
just that.
I
don't
felt
know.
so sorry for that
Because
poor
this is
girl
kinda how last
because
night went. We just-
she was so confused and like you could tell
She
she
was-
was buzzed and like
she was
trying
buzzed or
to
was
process
high.
something.
Yes.
We've been smelling a lot of weed.
There's been a lot of
We can smell every.
Yes.
We walk
There's
in
a
and
couple
out of
times I
doors and
walked
we're
in, I
like,
said, God damn, is this a skunk?
Eh.
No, because it
and I was
literally
like,
Yeah.
smelled
Steve. I was like, Steve, you
It's
know that's
Steve.
pop,
It
And I was
right?
like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Okay, yep.
Yep.
yeah, we're in Vegas.
Yep.
we know where we are.
Thank you, Rachel.
What Rachel say? Hey,
You guys are awesome.
we
Yes,
are.
thank you.
Thank you.
I have to admit,
We're
this is
having
a lot
fun.
of
We're
fun.
just
This
being
is
silly. I
awesome.
feel like
It
I'm
is.
being an idiot. I feel like I'm just.
No.
You
You feel like you're being an idiot? Is that what you said?
Because I just keep laughing and.
No, we're having
No.
fun.
This is what we were doing.
This is what we've been doing the
last
entire
night.
weekend. Yeah.
But people are still watching, and I'm just like,
It's funny
Why
how
did-
three people can get together and gel so well.
yeah.
It
That's true.
really is. And I
Yep.
think it's a testament to, I think we're kind of old souls in a way,
Yes.
and we can go there.
Yes.
we
'Cause
can
got
go
deep
there.
too. We, could
We
get
talked
deep.
about some stuff last
Some
night.
deep stuff.
Lacey brought up some things, and
Yeah.
I said, I see where you're coming from, but I think this way. And she said, I understand that. I've thought that too. I
Yep.
can see
Know
where you're
exactly
coming
what
from.
you're talking about. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it came full circle to where we all agreed on the main
The main
Idea and
idea
topic.
of something, but we have like
but
small little differences.
she grew up a different way and I grew
Yeah.
up a different way. That's just the way it was.
I'll tell you the topic, but then it will stop
And
there.
there's no like
It's more religion.
You think
right?
that?
Right, it was-
You
it was
think
about
that?
religion.
But
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
But it's crazy. You can take two people or whatever that may have
But we didn't
Different-
get in an argument or
No.
No,
we
never.
handled it like adults.
like
It was
adults, you guys.
called respect and love.
It's called being
Yeah.
respectful.
And I totally heard her out the whole time. And then
Mhm.
I said, well, I had to do that. I was forced to go to a Christian school. I was forced to go to
Yep.
church on Sundays, church on Wednesdays. That's how Steve was brought up. And I was like, it was forced on me. And I was taught this, this, and this, and this. And Lacey didn't grow up that way. And so I was like, well, I believe this and I don't know about that. And you
And
can
I
believe
said,
that.
I
and,
thought this and with
and-
this and yeah.
But with what you just said, she goes, I don't think, and I said, no, I totally agree with you on that. Like, don't worry about that.
we had some agreements,
fine.
some disagreements,
And
but
it was-
ultimately it was just fine.
It was,
Yeah.
it
You wanna
was,
hear this-
it was fine. It
the
was
scary
fun.
part, I just stopped Michelle last night and I said, because there's many things that we have done a lot similar.
Yeah,
Like,
that was creepy.
it was
What?
very creepy. It was very, and I said, are
How
you
you guys like literally went to the same type of school at the same time, and you got
graduated the same?
We graduated in
Same.
1990, the same year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I said, are you
he goes, are you my
Are
sister?
you my sister?
Craig said, I want in on that conversation. He wants to know exactly how that conversation went.
We will fill you in,
Oh,
Craig.
yeah.
We will let you know, Craig. But yeah, and then you guys like got kicked out around the same time.
Oh,
yeah.
It was
I
like
got kicked
crazy.
out for
yeah.
too many demerits. And
Yep.
he goes, did your school have demerits? I said, yes. I had more than 150. I got kicked out. I couldn't go to my school in 9th grade with everybody else. I had to go to a public school for a year because I was suspended for a year. And then he was like, I was kicked out too. What?
Yes.
And then I was like, and then
Even the private schools couldn't handle me.
the church, like going to church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, he was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah.
It was scary. I started like, oh my God, you were talking.
And then, paddlings. We got paddlings
Yeah.
in elementary school. And the teacher would be called out in the hall with,
And there'd
with
have
your
to be a
teacher.
witness.
They were a witness. And
whacked
you had
them.
to touch the floor with your hands. And that you
I
got a
never
whack.
had to experience this, guys. See, I grew up in the 90s, so
Like-
This is when other
What?
people could beat your children. No.
yeah, I was like,
What-
that shit
spank.
would never fly.
Yeah, there was
these
no waiver
days.
sign, nothing.
It would never fly.
It was.
But
all-
a note was sent home by the teacher, and Michelle was
And then you'd
disrespectful,
get a
and she got a
whooping from your
spanking,
mama.
and then I got my ass beat when I got home.
Yeah.
No, not from my mama.
Yeah, from
But
dad,
anyway.
from stepdad.
Hmm.
Yeah, but then it's like, so I get 2 ass beatings.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
a
didn't want to go
lot.
home after
Yeah.
that. Can I just say I'm sorry?
Yeah, I
we
know.
had
But
so
he had
much,
spankings too. Oh yeah, that was.
so much fun.
Yeah.
So much.
I forgot about all those similarities. Since you're a year
Yeah.
older than me, I just assumed you had graduated in '89, but you said no, you graduated in
I
'90
got held
also.
back. Yeah, because remember?
Oh
I was
yeah,
standing
you
on
were
the
a
desk.
bad kid in
Yeah.
He
kindergarten.
was a bad
in
little
kindergarten,
Oh yeah.
he was
Wait,
standing
they
on
held you
tables.
back in kindergarten
You
for
damn
standing
right,
on a
Mrs.
table?
Mitchell. That
You
woman.
were a 5-year-old. They're gonna hold you back
Mrs.
because
Mitchell. God rest
Wow.
her soul.
Really?
hashtag 90s babies, right, Whitney? Heck yeah. Well, actually, I wasn't a baby in the 90s. I was, 5 and
No,
older. so
Excuse me.
I grew up in the 90s.
I brought up that like in '85, '86 is when I started high school, and she jumps in and says,
I was
just
born in
I think I was
85.
just born," and I'm like,
You're like, shut
anyway,
up, Lacey.
I said it with my eyes. I just looked at her
You're
like,
Girl.
we know this. We both know this. You know how old I am, and I know how old you are, and you
We
don't
don't
have to say
have to
it.
throw it in each other's faces, okay? I'm like, it was a great year. What?
Yeah, whatever.
It was a good year. The
It
Bears
was.
were Super Bowl
See,
champions.
The Bears won the Super Bowl. You started
I don't
high
know.
school.
Shut up.
She's like, if you don't stop talking right now.
But you,
After I was
you
kicked
do
out,
see
I
how
got-
fun this could be in a movie or whatever.
We would barely watch
Now-
the movie, I feel like,
Well,
sometimes.
we would have
Yeah,
to.
We would have to be in that
Look,
mode.
we would we do a poll? Would we pick movies that maybe like 5 movies that none of us have seen, and then let them
And
pick?
Something
the
like
one-
we could do something
I don't want
like
it to. It
that.
doesn't need to be deep. It doesn't need to be.
Or ones we're interested in.
Because
Or
I don't
something
wanna
new
be
coming out,
like,
too.
you know,
And
like-
we can do that for our
Let's let it
movie
be a
club
comedy
too,
or a. Yeah.
where we can like talk about it and like Kirby, your suggestion to do a
Oh,
book
yeah.
/ movie club.
Instead of a book club, movie club.
Yeah.
We do it on, yeah. I love it.
I think that's a good idea.
And then we all talk about what our thoughts were and opinions and
Spaceballs. Oh, that's a movie.
Craig said that.
No,
already.
no,
No,
it
it
was
wasn't
someone else.
Craig.
It wasn't Craig's name because I didn't see the wrenches out to the side. I can't see above what it
80s
says.
movies. Pick 80s movies.
Seen them.
Because
Well,
Craig
Seems
will
like
say
I've seen every
Craig will say
single one.
Beetlejuice, and we're not
I
watching
knew
that.
you
Craig
We've
will
already
say
seen
Beetlejuice.
it. We've already
Yeah.
seen it. We want it to be something we haven't seen.
Ricardo said that one. Yep.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Warriors. Okay.
Warriors.
Now they're giving us suggestions.
They're gonna give
already.
us suggestions.
We have
yeah.
to think of what we haven't seen yet that would be fun to react to, the 3
Right.
of us.
Breakfast
And then
Club.
y'all are going to come in and
Yeah,
vote on
well,
that
I
poll.
think we'll have to conversate between us 3 and be like, okay,
Otherwise,
have you
there's
seen
gonna
this?
be
Have you
50
seen this?
suggestions.
This?
It may have
Exactly.
to be newer stuff that we haven't seen.
Like anything that's come out in
Because-
2020 because the movie theaters been closed.
Shit, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something I've never seen or whatever that everybody's seen is Disney stuff. I've never seen much.
Oh, I
Disney at
love
all.
Disney movies.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, have you watched? You probably watched Marvel and all that stuff too, haven't
I
you?
don't. No, I don't. I'm not so much into Marvel. I did watch
'Cause I have.
Captain America. I've seen. Now I don't know what these people are. I've seen the first Spider-Man
These
movie.
people.
Yeah, I know. Well, some are
don't know if
Marvel
they're
and
really-
some are what's the
Some
other
are
one?
DC.
Who?
I think DC
No, I'm thinking of
Comics,
something
right?
else. Marvel and
You know what?
the
If
superheroes.
we watch some, I want something like because
I
I
thought
can
it was
see us
DC.
gelling on like
I don't like
a
superheroes.
Leonardo, like a
Oh, DiCaprio?
or
Oh, like a
something
Leo
something we
movie?
can go deep on, like something.
Yeah, see,
Something
Jordan,
gets us
Jordan,
Something that gets us
we
thinking.
know, it is
something,
DC.
Something
Oh, sorry.
dark side.
I don't know. But I liked Wonder Woman. I liked the first Spider-Man. I
I
haven't
like
seen
one
this.
too.
Wonder
I've seen
Woman
Captain America.
isn't Marvel,
Well,
right?
see, that's what I'm saying. What is she?
I don't.
Just a
She would be
superhero?
DC, right?
Oh,
I don't.
What does
oh,
DC stand for?
Jack, fun fact, and then it goes away.
Can you retype that? Because I
Retype it, Jack. You don't have to do a super chat to retype it.
Fun fact.
Wonder Woman is DC.
But
yeah,
what
I
does DC
thought
stand
so.
for? I'm confused.
Something comics, I'm assuming.
Dumb comics.
Dumb comics?
Oh, no.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
We've got
I
one
can't
in
get
our
comfortable in
Discord.
my chair, I'm just
Okay,
all-
I'm
Steve, move over.
distantly related to
Oh, I
Molly
had it,
Ringwald.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you had
I
moved.
scooted back.
Jack said
Move
he's
up.
distantly related to Molly Ringwald. That was his fun fact.
Sweet 16.
Oh my
That-
God.
I mean,
Mom comes to twerk.
Oh geez,
Oh,
here we
God.
go. Free
Oh,
twerk.
oh.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
we do like DiCaprio movies.
Yeah.
DiCaprio
We do.
movies.
We
Okay. Freeman is
And I also
another
like
great.
movies.
I
I
love
love
him as an
Freeman.
actor.
Movie we
No.
every time.
I think I've seen all of Denzel's movies though, but that y'all hadn't seen.
I wonder
I'll
if
watch it
has been
again.
something.
Look, I'm not. Sorry.
Oh,
Well, I was-
Lebanon.
I'm not
Lacey and
paying
Steve, did you
attention.
guys ever get my email about the because checking? We've got to plan something for
When you get back.
We get back pretty late tomorrow, so we probably won't be staying in Chicago. But you're probably not talking about just tomorrow, just like anytime.
yes, go.
We're close
Sorry.
to Chicago, so we can come see
When
you
you
anytime.
moved, it messed everything
It
up.
did.
Steve.
It did. Yeah.
Twerking got out of control.
We should have
Okay.
done
Good. That's
the
fine.
other chair that was the same size.
He's like,
Oh, it's okay.
yeah, I just meant in general. It doesn't have to be tomorrow.
We're gonna
Like
be
tomorrow, I'm
jet-lagged.
gonna be on the plane for how many ever hours?
I'm going to bed when I get
have
home.
to
I'm
be
gonna wanna get
super honest with you.
home.
When we're away from Ava and JT,
Oh, they call constantly.
when we hit the
Yeah.
ground, we're just the type that are gonna drive really fast to get home to see them because we do.
Well,
we get homesick from them.
Well, yeah. And Lacey said, she told me, she said, we really don't stay gone from both of them, like, for this amount of time.
Oh
Because
yeah.
Jen is here.
Not generally, because we
And
have
they're-
to leave on
they're-
Thursday.
They know
so
that
it's Thursday, Friday,
Jen is
Saturday.
with y'all, and they're
It's
not
basically
involved.
4 days.
That's, yeah.
I think the most we've been gone from Ava,
They've been-
especially, is like maybe a day.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this. This was such a needed little break in reality,
Yeah.
and it didn't cost an arm and a leg. I mean, it
Our
It
drive to
literally-
Chicago from where we live is about, it's like, the city is like in between an hour and a half to 2 hours, like to get in the city. But like southern suburbs would be like an hour and a half.
I can get there fast.
But we can probably like an hour and maybe 15 minutes for some of this, like
Does somebody live
Joliet.
there?
Oh yeah. What's that?
Does somebody live there? Is that what they were asking?
Jack lives in
Jack.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I knew
Yeah.
Jack lived
Yeah.
close to y'all. I didn't know who had asked that.
Yeah, he's super close. He's not far at all.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's craziness.
But no, seriously, I knew I wanted to give Lacey my balls.
That's
That was important. That
I
she didn't
got
know about that.
Michelle's balls.
I brought that up like a long time ago on.
she has your
Something.
balls. She has my balls.
I've got both of their balls just
You
in the
got
palms
balls,
of my
balls,
hand.
all kinds
Six
of balls.
I gave mine up willingly though. She just took yours.
And crushed them.
Whitney, we have absolutely been practicing social distancing. You must not have heard our
Oh,
rant
you gotta
from
listen to
earlier.
the beginning.
Go back and listen to the beginning where we. Oh, we're live. We're live. We're good. Are we good?
Is it
Those thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up if we're still
something
good.
happened? What are y'all doing to
I
the?
think the Wi-Fi here got kind of.
Did you do
Are
the
y'all-
Wi-Fi here?
It was cutting out. Is it good
Is
now?
it good now?
Jordan gives us a thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, because it went black and white.
Buffered but back.
I know.
And it's not wanting to reconnect now? Is that what's happening? I may have to go out and like go back in for just like so we can say bye and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Let's do
And I
that.
can do that from my phone.